What is up, guys? Welcome, Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this, guys. Oh, man. I told you guys we were going to have an eventful weekend. Did I not say it? I called it this week. I said we were going to have a hell of a weekend ahead of us. And so far, it is not disappointing, right? TJ's in the house. What's going on, brother? Pink, what's going on? What is going on? Welcome, guys. Happy Sunday. Before we even start off, as you guys are joining, please just slap the like. Let's just get it out there. Let's move the algorithm out there. A couple of big plays that we're going to talk about that we've talked about on the stream. And actually, I've brought this up plenty of times in the last few weeks in regards to us getting closer towards the big day tomorrow, the inauguration. And things are pumping, guys. Things are pumping. So let's just jump right into this. Again, hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Slap that like. Let's just get it out of the way. So right now, Bitcoin sitting at around 104.9, right around 105, looking pretty damn good, honestly. We've been kind of sitting around in this channel, as Bitcoin likes to do. It likes to kind of sit around in channels before it decides whether it's going to be taken off or maybe cooling off. I'm thinking, like I said yesterday on yesterday's stream, we have a big day tomorrow. I don't care if you love them, you hate them. I really don't care. I'm not getting into political stuff or anything like that. But tomorrow's the inauguration, and we are going to be seeing the most bullish administration to be coming into office, I think, to the date, right? But I think as we move forward, guys, I think, like, imagine the next election. I think the next election is going to be, like, not all circled around crypto, but it's going to be such a big main focus point, just because I think Trump paved the way in regards to really putting support behind a certain industry or a certain, asset, we'll call it, right? And really getting a lot of positive, feedback or positive, stuff coming back from it, right? From the crypto industry. So with that being said, bro, everything is looking good. I'm saying bro because I'm reading Amor's comment as I'm talking, but things are looking great, guys. So like I said, 104.9 right now. We've been trailing around in this channel. Right now, we seem to be hitting our head at around 105.3, around that area. We do break a little bit below, above 105.5, but those are quick candle wicks, and they're getting rejected. So we are sitting, like I said, just kind of consolidating right now. And what's crazy is it's Sunday, right? Sundays are normally very dull. They're very boring. Not much going on, but we said this all week that we were going to be seeing a heightened weekend in regards to, it trailing right behind the inauguration, which is technically tomorrow, right? So with that being said, we're seeing right now, maybe not a massive movement in Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is holding fairly well, looking really well, but you're seeing a lot of other projects, really not a lot, but you're seeing other particular projects that are doing very well, particularly Solana, right? And let me zoom out a little bit on Solana, but why is Solana doing so damn good? I have it on the 1 minute because I was just closing my position on some leverage trading. I opened up a long earlier and just closed a 30%. I think it was like 40%, somewhere around there. Nice little long that I had for Solana. Now, a couple things. We do cover leverage trading, not financial advice, but we do cover leverage trading in the members only stream. We will be having, today was supposed to be a members only stream. We'll probably do a members only stream either tomorrow or on sometime Tuesday or Wednesday. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, so we'll probably do a regular stream. So, but we do cover that stuff if you are interested in ever, inquiring on how to do leverage trading, like where do I go, how do I do it, and stuff like that. Come join us. Less than $5 to join the member stream. Jay, what's going on? Rosales in the house. Next level said, do you think Solana has topped out at 295? We're going to cover that. Amor said, bro, Trump coin on Binance talk is flooding the Reddit and coin market cap posts. I think that's what freaking Ricky was saying yesterday. What's going on, Ricky? He was saying something about Binance. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, right? Bro, listen. Trump coin, like I said, whether you guys love them, you hate them, I really don't care. But there's so much money to be made right now and so much money that is being made with the project and things that are similar to the project. Like, look at Solana. Solana's doing so effing well in the last few days since that damn project has dropped, right? I called out this W pattern. This was before the Trump coin even, came out. And I was like, Solana looks like it has some kind of a double bottom bouncing at the 382, I believe that is, right? Yeah, the 382. and it looks like it just wants to run. And damn, I mean, the Trump coin threw the gas into the damn gas tank and gave it that that spark that it needed. Someone asked me, do I think that Solana topped out at 295? I think briefly. I do think briefly right now Solana has topped out, but I think that we're most likely going to be seeing higher highs continuing for Solana, depending on how tomorrow goes, how this week goes, right? Because you guys still know I'm slightly on the fence in regards to, I know that we're going to see probably more price action as far as upward for today and tomorrow because of the inauguration, but I am still a little bit, I have like a 70%, that I'm very bullish on the market, but I am 30% kind of short-term bearish in regards to, I know you're like, wait, what are you talking about? Short-term bearish in regards to a buy the rumor, sell the news event, potentially happening possibly, in the next few days after the inauguration. Now, what could basically throw that out, right? If people are planning on selling right after the inauguration, we're not going to stop them, right? They can do whatever they want. But I think what might stop them from doing that is, let's say tomorrow or this week, Trump announces that it's strategic reserve that everybody's been betting on, right? For crypto. We have Gary Gensler leaving the office tomorrow, right? We have a lot of big things that are happening that are going to particularly move the market, move the needle up towards the upside, right? So I am honestly, like I said, I'm majority thinking that probably this week's going to be a fantastic week, but there's always that little, cautiousness that I will have, like I said, about 25-30% believing that we could potentially have maybe a sell the news event. Particularly, I think even if that does happen, that scenario, it's going to be short-lived, right? And we're going to talk about what's happened previously during this month. I've brought it up plenty of times, but we're going to bring it up, and why I think like that. But to answer the question, honestly, brother, I honestly do think short-term, maybe it'll kind of stay around this area. It is finding that support at our recent high at around 260. It has some support there, so I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of consolidates around this area for right now and potentially breaks up. One thing about Solana, why I opened up a long earlier, I opened up a long at around 265 when we dropped down, and I did just close it right before the stream. For like I said, it was I went only like 20 or 30x, right? So I picked up like a quick 30 or 40. I think it was like a 40% gain on my my leverage, but I mean it was within like 10 minutes I did it, right? And the reason why is because if you look at Solana's ecosystem right now, it's going effing crazy right now. There is, not only is the Trump coin just bringing in massive liquidity into Solana, but you also have a few other projects that I'm not saying they're legit, like official Elon project, and you have, all these official, like all these different, but whether they're legit or not, they're bringing in massive volume, right? And we're going to go over some of this stuff, why I think Solana is it's poised to just continue to keep growing for right now, just because there's just massive spotlight on Solana. Like today, I helped a family member download Phantom Wallet. I even sent them, if they're listening, right? I sent them their first like $15 in Solana. I was like, here, enjoy, showing them how it works. And they're like, holy shit. I showed them, I was like, look how fast it transfers. I was like, bro. And eventually there's going to be no more Cash App. There's going to be no more, all that stuff for the most part. I was like, it's going to be straight DeFi, peer-to-peer, right? So, but like I said, guys, things are looking absolutely great, absolutely great. A lot of people, though, I will tell you, some people in the crypto space right now are upset with the Trump project. Not because they hate Trump. They're upset because a lot of the meme coins are down, right? A lot of the alts are down, and they're like, what the freak is going on? And it's really, only thing you can think of is all that liquidity that's been shifted from a lot of these projects has moved into the Trump coin, right? So it's just insane. And like I said, I'm not trying to, get political or anything like that, right? I respect everyone's political beliefs, right? I maybe not agree with everything, but I respect it, right? We're all adults. But you have to freaking think, like, bro, everything the guy touches turns to gold, right? And I'm waiting tomorrow. I was going to say yesterday. Remember, we watched CoffeeZilla's video, right? About him, basically, he looked unhinged, honestly, in my opinion. I respect the guy, but he looked like he was unhinged on the whole Trump coin. And when he was actually, showing us or doing the video, he's like, right now it's at $13. Bruh, this morning the damn thing jumped up like $70, right? So just imagine while he's making that video, he could have just bought in and made so much money, right? So, I mean, I don't know. It's just, it got people on the fence with this all thing. I hope it all works out good. I told you guys, I think that Trump has too much to lose. He's not like, and I keep referring to the Hawk Tuah girl. He's not some little girl that has 15 minutes of fame and probably could just sail off into the sunset and who gives a shit, right? And could do something, malicious. And I'm not saying it was her, but the people around her, right? He has too much to lose. His name's on that. It's his brand. I don't think that project, and I could come back and have to bite my words, but I don't think he would let anyone around, right? Because everybody's floating around, the 80% circulation, he's going to dump. And it's like, bro, I'm telling you, I don't think that he has anybody around that's going to do anything like that. That's his brand, right? So we'll see how it all plays out. But, a lot of people are like hit or miss on the whole damn, project and stuff like that. But I will tell you, the last 48 hours has just been like Trump coin. That's it. But I told you guys, we've gone through this plenty of times with other projects. We've gone through it. So let me jump in. Hold on. Let me jump in on the chat real quick. Let's see here. Robert said he got in at $2 billion. Nice. Rosales said he put $15. I put $15 in 230. I sell. Damn, nice, bro. Good job, buddy. Oh yeah. Jake's in the house. What's going on? He said I traded all my Pepe. Nice. Pink, did you see Ethereum Vita change the profile pic to Milady? We're going to be talking about that. Don't spoil anything. We're going to be talking about that, all right? So hold on. Let's see here. Robert said, I'll sell tomorrow just before he gets sworn in. All right. I like that you have a goal, right? I like you have a goal, so that's good. Rosales said, what about Ethereum? We're going to pull all that stuff up. Ricky said, let's talk about that W. I don't want to bring up the W, bro. It was an M pattern, bro, that turned into a W, right? We were both right there. You remember I put them both on there. They were both aligned. All right. Sheesh. I knew it. I was going to come live and I was like, he's going to call out that freaking W pattern. He's going to do it. We'll pull it up here in a second. Moore said, yeah, can we talk about Milady, please? Everything behind the scenes with it's coming out. Next said, I'm holding 285 Sol at around 236, but I don't know whether to hold or sell. Help me, Crip. To be honest, brother, the first thing I'm going to tell you, let's say it together, not financial advice, right? This is all my opinion. It's not financial advice. But if I was you, I'm just kidding. If you were me and I was you guys ever seen that Ace Ventura? You can't stop me even if you tried. Classic right there. So honestly, brother, so you're at 236. So you bought in at 236. So you're up right now, right? You're doing good. You have to kind of, come to some kind of an agreement where, if it gets to a certain level, maybe you'll reposition yourself. And I mean either going up or going down. What I will say is, like I started the stream off, a lot of bullishness, a lot of pumpiness. Is that even a word? Pumpiness in Solana right now, given the Trump, and everything else that's going on. Solana was already the number one ecosystem, but just the fact that Trump, dropped it on Solana. Did you see yesterday? Ethereum was down like crazy. Ethereum was down to like 3,100 yesterday because people were like, why didn't he drop it on Ethereum? I thought Ethereum was the best, right? And I bet you had a lot of people jumping ship from Ethereum over to Solana, right? So, in my opinion, brother, I would just keep an eye on it. I will tell you the $2. What do you have it at? You're holding it at 236. I will say $260. Like I said, that is a big spot that we've already bounced off of. This was our previous high, right? 260 was it was our previous high, then we broke above it. But I would say that 260 area is where we've hit our head multiple times, right? Resistance flips over to support most of the time whenever you break above, right? Not every time, but most of the time. You can see we pretty much have bounced off of this. This is on the daily. Let me zoom in real quick. So you can see a picture. So 260 mark right here. Resistance. Now it looks like it has become somewhat of some support. We haven't even really come back to retest that area. But what I'll say is I think that we're going to probably continue to move towards the upside for Solana, at least for today and tomorrow, for the most part, right? I would keep an eye on it. I think me personally, I would draw a line in the sand. If we break below the 260 mark, that's where I would kind of be keeping an eye out on maybe just repositioning, aka selling. If this was me, selling my position and waiting to see maybe to jump back if we come back down to some certain levels, right? So I mean, you're in a good place right now. You're in profits, so I would just keep an eye on it, you know, and just make sure you secure the bag is the best thing I can say. So make sure you secure the bag. So, and I personally think that we're going to continue to move up. So we'll see how it plays out. But good luck with that, brother. Let's see here. Rosales said he's buying only American coins. America first. Robert said, Rig, I'm with you. I only am holding American-based coins. XRP, what is that? Is that Dev? Trump and some Bitcoin. More too late for me to chase Trump coin now. It could dump by tomorrow. Remember Doge leading to SNL. Exactly. I mean, I agree with you to a certain point, but I was thinking the same thing yesterday, and I woke up and the damn thing was at $70. Old said got 2 streams going right now. This one and the one of the laying of the reefs. Oh, I thought you scared me, bro. I thought you said I had 2 streams going. I was like, oh shit. Remember that one day I was using a new program that I'm good at now, but I opened up a stream and it opened up like 5 different live streams at once. I'm going through them. And there's people in there talking. I'm like, I had to like stop them. Let's see here. No problem, Next. I got you, brother. All right, so let's just jump into a couple other projects. I see you guys are asking. So first things first, Gene, I see you're asking about Dogulon. We're going to pull it up. So yesterday, I dropped into the stream. Yesterday. Freaking Milady. Going absolutely crazy yesterday, right? Yesterday, I was like, guys, are we going to bring up Milady or are we just not going to talk about it? Freaking shot up like crazy. I'm not going to lie with you guys. I sold right when we ran up to the top. Remember, I told you guys I had bought in a bag back, somewhere in these areas. I don't remember. I think it was at like 65. It wasn't even nothing crazy because we were technically down. I think I added to my bag too, though. I don't remember. I've been doing so much stuff, but I ended up selling off for like a 50% gain somehow, some way. It was like 40-something% or something like that. I didn't get that because after Crypto.com bends you over and, forgot this is a kid's channel, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? But I still made a good little shiny penny. But I did sell off, I'm not going to lie, and I am looking to jump back in. I really am looking, especially now that we've dropped down like about 15-20% from these highs. Kind of looking, so what's going on with Milady? Well, right now it looks like we're finding some support at around the 79. As of now, this trend is definitely in place right now as far as on both sides, right? And a lot of times when you see these projects, well, this trend doesn't even look that good, honestly. Let me see here. This looks a little bit better. A lot of times when you see something like this, right, you're normally you see how it's getting real fine, right? Price action is getting real fine. A lot of times you're going to see it's going to break out of this wedge at some point. So it looks like we have some support around the 79. I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of hang around here for a little while and then eventually blast off for Milady. Something's cooking for Milady. Like someone said in the chat, the founder of Ethereum changed his let's pull that up. What's his name? How do you pronounce his name? Hold on. Well, I bet you if we pull up Milady, it would probably pop up, right? So I think they retweeted him. Yeah, right here. Did they? Yeah. So this is the guy that freaking founded Ethereum, right? And he changed his picture to Milady, right? So this is a big deal. It's a big deal. He could have changed it to anything, but he changes it to to Milady, right? So I think that's pretty dope. Is it something, is it something else right behind there that that there's potentially more to come? Possibly, right? Possibly. In this community, we've been waiting for what? We've been waiting for Binance to list Milady. We pretty much won that competition as far as futures for the most part. It's been a lot, as far as with this community, and I feel like we're due for us to get dropped on Binance, or at least Coinbase. One of them drop us, but definitely that's a big reason why we saw the initial run up for right now. So it is starting to cool down, right? But something like that is awesome because it kind of brought that attention back to Milady, letting people know Milady is still here, right? And she's definitely being noticed. I mean, that's now the Ethereum, right, founder has posted changed his picture over to Milady, and then you can't deny that Elon did the same damn thing. He posted a picture of Milady, right? This was obviously 2 years ago, but it's still Milady. I'm telling you guys, I think when it's all said and done, she's gonna freaking melt faces at some point. So definitely we'll have to keep an eye out on that. Now the other project that's been running today that people were talking about, or that want me to bring it up, is Dog Elon, right? And why is Dog Elon running? Well, a couple of things. I don't know exactly what's going on with Dog Elon particularly, but right now, everything's running right now that has to do with Trump and Elon, right? So you see this massive run up on Dog Elon. Let's see here. Look at that effing candle, bro. Holy shit. No effing way, guys. 280% candle right there at some point. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's just insane. So a couple things here I will say is, unfortunately, you can see a lot of profit taking place, right? You can see we ran up. Why does my FIP keep doing that? We ran up, obviously, and you can see this thing has retraced already probably 50-60% since that high. So what's going to happen here is, I hate to say it, but if something doesn't keep this thing going, this thing's going to probably come back down to these levels, unfortunately, right? Because it just always seems to happen like that, right? And the fact that this ran up so fast and ran down just tells me that people are probably just running in and running out, or you had a lot of people that had been sitting in here waiting for so long, just saw their opportunity. The project just jumped up 300%. They're like, shit, I'm finally in the green. I'm going to sell, right? So maybe this consolidates, right? Because right now we are bouncing at the 0.5. It is literally consolidating on the 0.5 right now, which is around that 35 area. It's at 37. 35 is going to be your support. If this thing does hold, you're probably setting up for another run here eventually, right? For Dog Elon. The attention is here, right? A lot of attention's coming into the project. Eyes are on it, just like Milady. So this thing could easily, go for another round. So we'll keep an eye on it, but doesn't look bad. Obviously, you can see a nice retracement from the initial run, but it is holding a lot of those profits, and it's finding that support at around the 0.5. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Hopefully this thing tomorrow or the next few days. Damn it. Here we go. Keep moving this fib retracement. Hopefully the next few days we'll come back and this thing is making new highs. So we'll see how it plays out on that one. Now, yesterday, remember I was telling you guys yesterday, Ethereum kind of, oh my, bro, I don't know what it is today, but I keep I'm moving the screen and it keeps moving my freaking fib retracement. You guys know that freaking grinds my gears. So yesterday for Ethereum, we had a nice little drop down to about 29. Holy shit, I didn't even realize it dropped down so bad. Why did Ethereum drop down so bad? Well, I'm gonna tell you straight up, because Solana started taking all the damn all the liquidity, right? So you saw a nice drop down in Ethereum. People started jumping ship, dropped down to 2,900 briefly. It's starting to regain some, some of those that loss. It is back up to 3,400. So I mean, it looks good as of now. I don't think long term that Ethereum's done or anything like that. But at the same time, it's what you're seeing right now, guys, is something that people probably thought never was going to happen, right? And that is that there's projects right now that are really eating out of, no data on that one, but really chipping off of Ethereum, right? And it's really going to be Solana. Solana is the main reason right now. It's not XRP, because they're in two different, in my opinion, two different categories, right? It's really Solana versus Ethereum, right? Ecosystem against ecosystem. Which one's going to prevail? Right now, obviously, Ethereum is still holding a massive market cap, right? But Solana is, I'm telling you, it's really not getting far. And, what did we say 6 months ago, a year ago, that we were going to see a $300 Solana here eventually? And I said this also, we're going to see a $500 Solana eventually, right? Is it going to be anytime soon? Who knows? But Solana is on fire right now. The ecosystem has ignited even more than it already has been, right? Because you guys already know we love Solana around here, right? I'm sorry to say, but we love Solana versus the fees on Ethereum and stuff like that. It's just night and day. So I always have respect for Ethereum, and I hope Ethereum does really well for the whole market. But I even mentioned this before. A lot of us are running on that old school narrative that Ethereum has to break above 4,100 for us to get into some kind of an alt season. I'm not sold on that anymore, right? I think Ethereum needs to do well, but I don't think we need to see a $10,000 Ethereum or anything like that. We could see a $500 Solana, $5 XRP, and that could carry the alts, into where we're going straight parabolic, and that could eat away from Bitcoin's dominance, so things are shifting fast. I will tell you, what you thought from the last bull run to what we are now. I mean, you got to kind of adapt, is what I would say. You have to adapt. Now, do I think that Ethereum's going to do really well, continuously? I do. But it's just, you can't deny the fact, and I said this yesterday, that Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, right, is not performing like it normally should. It's not performing like it normally should, right? I'm not saying Ethereum should be at $5,000 right now whatsoever. It usually lags behind Bitcoin when Bitcoin's making all-time highs. But at some point, it should definitely have some strength above at least $4,000. And it just cannot seem to break above really the 4, especially this level right here, the 41. And it technically, other than the other day breaking back up above 41, it is still on a downward trend as far as making highs, right? It did break above the trend, but it didn't stay above. It broke. It made a double top, and then you saw us break down. So, we'll see how that plays out. But for now, I think that Solana right now is definitely the cream of the crop right now, bro. What is up with Fartcoin? What is going on with Fartcoin, guys? Every freaking day I pull up these bubbles and there it is. Look at me straight in my eyes. Fartcoin up 41% right now. What is going on? Can someone please tell me why Fartcoin cannot? It's just every day it's just pumping like crazy. Fun fact, guys. If you weren't here, this is going to be funny. If you were here yesterday, just ignore this. But I heard that the selling fees for Fartcoin stink. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, man. All right, I won't use that joke again, all right? Maybe one more time. I might do it. I'm going to give it like a week, and then I might use it one more time. Next level said, I'm thinking, would it be smart to swap Solana over to Sui? I mean, that's something you have to decide. Sui is a hot commodity as well, right? Gene came right after I was talking about Dog Elon and said, "What do you think about Dog Elon Mars?" I mean, I think it had a nice pump, but it is on the way back down, so just be cautious. Jake said, "Hope to talk about top 100 meme coins outside of the Trump coin and whether they will struggle due to Trump coin." I mean, I don't know, bro. I think right now, if you look across the board, a lot of projects yesterday were kind of struggling, right? And I think it's just because Trump coin is taking a lot of the liquidity in the market. But also, let's look at Bitcoin's dominance real quick. I would be surprised if Bitcoin dominance is probably coming up just with the inauguration and everything like that. I mean, it's still holding pretty well at 58% right now. So it'll all flow back in, Jake. Don't worry. Rosales said, "Crip new coin in called America Coin." All right, we'll pull that up. So what is this? Some crypto said, "What a pleasure watching you before I watched the Eagles smash the Rams." Hey, there you go. Listen, I have no dog in the fight no more. You guys know I'm from Tampa. My team got eliminated. But you know what? After watching Washington last night, we're not going to be on football for long. Watching Washington last night dominate the Lions, right? Detroit Lions. It makes me feel a little better because we beat ourselves, right? We only lost that game, and I don't care what you say. We only lost that game because we freaking fumbled right on their end zone after stopping them 12 attempts of them trying to score. They could not get into the end zone. They kept calling flags and giving them first and goal multiple times, and we just stop them. We get the ball back after a freaking 12 attempts. They had 12 attempts, and we freaking fumbled the ball right on the 10-yard line, and they had 4 more attempts after that, and they scored, and that was pretty much the nail in the coffin from there. But they were struggling. We were beating them before that happened. So I'm not saying that they aren't a great game or a great team. I'm not saying that Daniels isn't an awesome rookie, right? I'm just saying we beat ourselves. But you know what? I'm looking at their team yesterday, and I thought they were going to get stomped. And I was like, damn, they have a good team, right? It makes me feel better that my team is really well. We did really well. It just wasn't our time yet. So good luck to Washington, right? And my boy said he's ready for them Eagles. You know what? I won't say anything against the Eagles because you know what? If I learned anything about the NFL is you don't mess with Philadelphia. You don't mess with Philadelphia fans, all right? They will find you. So go Philly. Goat said WAG 1 for me lady, my G. What the hell? WAG 1? Well, you lost me on that one. What do you mean by that, bro? Oh, you think ladies can hit a new all-time high? Is that what you were asking me? Let's see here. Do you think ladies can hit new highs? I mean, I think eventually, right? But I mean, let me pull up a easier on the eye ladies chart. So, I mean, if you look and see where we're at right now, right? This looks so much easier. The other one, I have all those resistance and support levels, which they make sense whenever we're pumping. But if you really think about it right now, let me just zoom out. All-time highs, I'm not saying that we're not going to because we're definitely going to break above all-time highs at some point. But it's going to take something, right? Right now, I mean, we're from all-time highs, we're about 440% away, right? So we definitely will break above all-time highs at some point, but it's gonna, like I said, it's not gonna be just, and you don't want it to be just one candle pointing straight up. Look what's going on with Dog Elon, right? Dog Elon has a candle, 278% candle, and look at it, it already retraced 60%. So we want slow and steady, or even good days and good weeks, but we want it to take some time to get up there. So profit taking is being taken along the way instead of us just shoot up 400% and then we come right back down, right? So do I think that we're going to break those highs again or break the highs period? Hell yeah. I really do think that it's just going to take some time, brother. It really is. I mean, if you really think about it right now, let me pull up. if you really think about it right now, the market cap is just so low. Even with it being up right now, the market cap's so low for Milady that there's just so much potential, right? We're at 59 freaking million. We're up almost 30% right now, and the market cap's only at 59 million. So, I mean, think about just the potential of what Milady has, right? And this is what we've been screaming on the stream for the last 2 years, I feel like. So, go back to this because I want to talk about this here in a second. Bitcoin back up to a 105, looking good. Let me see here. Ross said, I came in on this joke yesterday. Listen, I said I'm not going to do the joke again for a week. All right, I'll give you guys a week. We're not going to use that joke again, all right? But if it keeps pumping, I'm going to have to, like, figure out some other jokes, all right? I'm not going to lie. I stole that joke from somebody. I did. Jake said, if we could look at AVAX for a second, I have a ton of it and honestly don't even really know anything about it. So then why'd you buy in on it? Why'd you buy in on it, bro? So one thing I will say for right now, and this is pretty much across the board for, you know, a lot of projects right now. If you're not Solana, if you're not like Milady or, you know, some of these projects that are tied to Trump, they're kind of sitting consolidating right now pretty much, right? So you can see same thing with this project. It has support at the 786 at around the 31, 32 area, but it's hitting its head at the 618. You can see clearly, and that 618 is going to be somewhere around that 57 area right there. So all I can say is I know you were buying in. I believe this was what, oh no, that was Chainlink. That was Chainlink. So I don't know what your average is right now or anything like that, but I mean, I would say if this thing breaks below the 786, probably a good buying opportunity in my opinion. But other than that, I would just kind of let it play out, right? It'll probably consolidate for a little bit longer. And then, like I said, once the inauguration goes through and, you know, we have this strategic reserve and it's pretty much across the board, I think a lot of money is just going to flow into crypto, right? Right now, we're just seeing particular projects getting the limelight, right? But it's going to eventually even out, right? So if your projects aren't really moving like some of the other projects, don't be like, oh my God, I'm going to move over to this project that's up 7,000% right now because this project's not moving. I don't know if that's the best strategy, right? You wanted to be in these projects before they pumped. You wanted to be in them before they at least ran up, you know, hundreds of percent. Now shifting over into them while they're up, you know, massively, I think you're setting yourself up, honestly. So consolidating, have patience, bro. The market's going to eventually even out, and a lot of these projects that you know are really well, like AVAX is a solid project, solid ecosystem. They're probably going to do really well. So hope that gives you some hopium. Oh, I don't watch football, Crip, but sorry to hear your team didn't make it into the big game. It's all right, brother. You know what? We, what is it, 2025? I mean, we won the Super Bowl 4 years ago in 2021, right? So that was when we had the GOAT, you know? So it is what it is. And I'm sorry, LA's trying to, bro, Tampa won the Super Bowl in Tampa, right? That's unheard of. Isn't it weird that it's never happened in all of history? We win. We host the Super Bowl. We win with Tom Brady. I'm telling you, the city was absolutely insane. I was in downtown. There was Chief fans everywhere the day before, and I remember I'm inside this restaurant, and the whole restaurant's going, oh, and there's like me and like we were outnumbered in our city, right? And there was like me and maybe 10 other guys in there, like sporadically through there, and we're like, you know, like basically going at them, like, you know, respectively, right? And we're like, nah, bro. I was like, I promise you, you're going to be getting on a plane in the next few days, and you're going to be very sad. I was like, you guys are leaving here with a big L. And they're like, are you kidding me? They're like, bro, you know, because it's Kansas, right? Are you kidding me? We have Mahomes, and you guys know what happened, right? I think it's so weird, though. You want to talk about games being rigged? I think it's so weird. The next year, the Super Bowl is being hosted in L.A., and the L.A. Rams make it into the Super Bowl, and they win. The following year, I don't know, bro. I don't trust it. I think that was 100% rigged. They actually beat us in the playoffs that year because we went to the playoffs again the following year. They beat us the whole game was like, are you kidding me? They kept calling these crazy shit. It was just like, it seemed like it was all rigged. And I'm not a big conspiracy, I have my tinfoil hat on, but it was just ridiculous. So you guys are getting me down the rabbit hole of that, but Tampa's the GOAT as far as all that. We're the first city that ever did it. So I don't even acknowledge LA for that, but it is what it is. You guys are getting me all in there, bro. Oh, WAG 1 means what's going on. My bad, bro. You got to teach me some of your slang. Are you up in Boston? You saying Patriots? Is that what you're saying, Patriots? Well, regardless, I appreciate you, bro. Gene said, do you think Crow with knife will hit $10 billion market cap? Probably not, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. Probably not. Next Level said, what time does Trump get sworn in, Crip? Tomorrow? Let me see. Tomorrow, the inauguration is at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be pretty much, I mean, for some of you guys that are in California, that's going to be morning time for you guys. So I feel like people are going to be opening crazy Bitcoin longs tomorrow. They might get wrecked. We'll see. I might be one of those people, bro. I told you guys I was looking to open up a position maybe today or tonight, right? You don't want to really open them up after it's already, because I'm sure tonight, like I said, we're probably going to start. We might see Bitcoin break all-time highs here in the next few hours, guys, as we get closer to Sunday evening. So Jake said NFL viewership has been dropping off because more and more people are realizing the NFL is just an entertainment product. I mean, I like and I love football. It brings it. Honestly, I do love it, especially now that you can gamble on the shit, so it's fun. But I don't know. It's still kind of, when some stuff happens, you're kind of just looking at it like, you kidding me right now? Like, it's a little bit odd. It's a little odd. Old said the Bears used to train at my old college. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. But yeah, so tomorrow noon is the inauguration, guys. Tomorrow noon is the inauguration. So a couple things I wanted to bring up. Obviously, the Bitcoin market cap is obviously been running. It's been running for the last, what was this? The 13th. So it's been running for almost a whole week. We're almost back up. Remember, our highs are at 3.8 trillion. Right? 3.8 trillion, I believe, right? Is this 3.8? 3.7? No, we got up to 3.8, I believe. It's saying 3.7. Okay. Looks like I could have sworn we're at 3.8 trillion, but maybe I'm wrong. But we're literally, I mean, you guys can see. Let me see all time. Yeah, we're right there. Look at that. And then you know what? Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit on this. I think I can. Looks like the market cap. Look at the market cap. W pattern on the market cap right there. Oops. Let me zoom in over there. Look at that. Market cap looks like it has a W pattern right there, guys. I'm telling you, we're probably setting up for a big run tonight, tomorrow, or a continuation of a run. Because, I mean, the market's been running. But I keep telling you guys this. If your project right now is not running, I would not be sitting here flipping out. And I definitely wouldn't be fumbling in on projects that are already up hundreds of %. You do what you got to do. I'm just giving you my opinion, not financial advice in regards to that. So, greed, we're back into greed at 64, right? So, I mean, things getting saucy out there, right? I didn't really have, let me refresh this. I didn't really have much news. We already kind of covered yesterday CoffeeZilla making that. I think he jumped the gun on that video for the Trump coin. So we'll see how that plays out. He did say if he was wrong, he was going to come back out. Look at this old. Was it old or was it Jake? I think it was Jake actually. So it says Luna Classic, Avalanche, Fartcoin, top currencies to watch this week. So they're anticipating maybe a potential move towards the upside for those projects. Let's see here. Shiba's price falls. Shibarium crosses milestone. Burn rate soars. Will Trump's inauguration ignite a foreseen crypto market boom? So the Bitcoin price and the broader crypto market surged following Donald Trump's election victory in November, with the rally gaining fresh momentum in days leading up to his inauguration January 20th. Crypto enthusiasts are largely sold on Trump's image on the industry messiah, bolstering by self-styled role as a champion of pro-crypto policies. But are these hopes grounded in reality, or is the market caught up in make-believe? I mean, I'm not even really going to read into this, but what I will say is that, remember, the market, when we saw the initial drop down, let me pull up another chart. But remember when we saw the initial drop down for Bitcoin? This was right after that Fed meeting, right? And why did it drop? Well, if you guys remember, Jerome Powell, I think he came out for no absolute logical reason. He just came out, was talking about unemployment, and then he puts his 2 cents in saying, "Oh, and by the way, the feds can't hold Bitcoin. It's not legal." And Bitcoin dropped, right? And I'm like, no one even asked him about Bitcoin. Why the hell did he say that? You know, and it's kind of odd with some of these people. It really is. But you know, he made it a point to bring that up. And when that was said, you know, because we already were starting to run off of a lot of news that Trump was planning on doing some kind of a strategic reserve, right? So that was a big reason why we had broken all-time highs and ran up to 108. So right when, you know, he said that, the market pretty much, it took a shit. On top of ours, crypto market, the stock market took a crap because he also came out saying that they weren't going to be reducing rates 4 times like they planned, and that they were going to do it twice, you know, and it just kind of almost like they were going to be tightening as far as for 2025. So the whole market as a whole, stock and cryptos, retraced. Well, you know, since then, Trump has come out and he said, hold on. He's like, I can sign I keep forgetting what the hell, an executive order day one, and we can change all these old school policies, right? And that's what he's planning on doing. So we've seen the drop, right? When that happened, we're not far from these all-time highs. If you look at it, from where we're at right now to where these all-time highs are, we're literally 2.5% away. Do I think that we can easily break above that? 100%. 100%. I brought this up, and I brought this up plenty of times, but I'm going to do it one more time, guys. So just bear with me. What we saw on the last election, right? On the last election, this was back in 2020, 2021, January. We did see a correction in the market. 2020 was very bullish. January, we saw a 30% drop. I don't think that we're going to see this drop because we're already pretty much through the month, right? Because of a lot of the bullishness that we have in front of us. They didn't have this, right? They didn't have this. So the market's kind of, we were leaving, and I don't care what your political views are or whatever, but the market at the time was very pro-Trump at the time, right? 2020. And then we had, you know, the world pandemic and stuff like that going on. And then we saw Biden take office, and the markets acted negatively temporarily, right? But you can see what happened after that. Bitcoin ran over 100% after this drop, right, to make new highs. And I do believe that something like that is in store. Not necessarily 121% from the bottom to the top, which was in April. So for 3 months, it basically ran. Now, do I think that it's going to be exactly like that? Not necessarily, right? Like I said, I think the drop that we saw back in 2021 was pretty much what we saw here, right? We didn't get a 30% drop, but we did see a significant drop. It did drop down to about 17.5%, right? So that was, I'm hoping that was our drop. Beautiful W pattern that I've been talking about for the last like freaking 2 weeks. Beautiful W pattern that we have on the board here, guys. Everything's pointing towards the up, right? But I tell you, 70-30, I do believe that we are gonna, you know, we're gonna have a solid day tomorrow, and in the next week we're gonna be seeing, you know, some big movement across the board is what I'm thinking. But there's always that 30% that we could see maybe a curveball get thrown, and maybe we see, the markets, maybe we see that sell the news event, and maybe Bitcoin just needs to retrace back to, some certain levels, maybe right under 100K before, we start rallying for the next 3 months. Something like that could easily happen, guys. So just wanted to bring that up just so you guys are kind of prepared, right? Kind of prepared. Don't always think that we're just, even though everything's bullish, that everything has to run and go straight up. There's always going to be retracements. So next said, what price would be a good price to open along? I mean, I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm not going to give out financial advice whatsoever, right? So, I mean, all I can say is if you're opening up a long, right, you're anticipating the price is going to move up, correct? So, all I would say in that situation is maybe wait to see if maybe we're going to have one more retracement, maybe down to like 103. It looks like so far, like for today, look how tight we've been in this range. The bottom of this range really has been around 104, 104,400. So that might be a spot. But look, I mean, Bitcoin did drop to 103 very briefly, right? That was a beautiful long right there, 103.3. And you can see it quickly got eaten up. But so far, we are still hitting our head at 105.3, right? So we're in this tight range. I think if we keep coming up and hitting our head at this 105.3, we're eventually going to break out. And I'm telling you, if it's going to happen, it's probably going to be tonight. It's probably going to be tonight. So Ricky said he just got home from a Chinese buffet. Oh man, see, I love those Chinese buffets, but I couldn't do that right now because I would be, it would set me up. I'd be asleep probably in like 2 hours from now. Be ready to go to sleep. Let's look at this. Aw, look at this. This is a Bitcoin maxi right here. Look, he's basically saying he only sees Bitcoin. The maxis right now are so fucking pissed right now. They're like, bro. They're looking at all these gains being made on all these other projects, and they're like, what the fuck? Excuse my language. Let's see here. So 2013, 2017, 2021, 2025. And what they're basically showing you is kind of like what I said, right? Remember, we didn't go back to 13 or 17, but we went back to 2021, and look. You see that dip that's the dip that we were talking about, right? And then look, boom. Other times, like when Obama came into office, look at it. We didn't even need to retrace or anything. It just shot up. The first time Trump got into office, we didn't retrace. We just shot up. This right here, I'm not blaming it on Biden. I mean, the market or the world at the time was in a crappy spot, as far as the pandemic. So I don't know if it had anything to do with that, but you can see we did have that retracement, and then the markets corrected and shot up. So where are we at right now? You can see that small retracement correction that I was talking about. Where are we headed? Now, this chart, not saying it's indicating we're heading to 1 million, but you can see. I personally think if Bitcoin like really starts taking off in the next like tonight, tomorrow, this week, and we don't see any kind of a retracement in the next week or two, I'm thinking we'll probably see a 120 to maybe 130, $130,000 Bitcoin. So if that does happen, you're going to probably see Bitcoin's dominance probably spike again, right? It's already kind of been on the upward trend. You can see this trend line. It's kind of been moving up. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens. Bitcoin dominance spikes up one more good time. Bitcoin runs up to about maybe 120, 130. And then you see some kind of a shift from Bitcoin over into alts again. And you just start seeing alts finally, just go absolutely parabolic. And we enter a solid, some kind of a solid altcoin season. So we kind of, we got into an altcoin season. Like, what was that, like 2 months ago? Like we kind of like brushed into it, and then we came out. Like it was like quick. and then it was like, you know, it wasn't ready yet, you know. So shout out to Crypto Rover. My boy's always putting out these beautiful charts. He does have a YouTube. If you guys ever want to watch his YouTube, Crypto Rover. So he just put this out an hour ago. He says he expects Bitcoin to explode tomorrow. Is Terra Luna flying right now? No. Someone's claiming that Michael Saylor is going to buy $5 billion worth of Bitcoin tomorrow. What do you guys think? This was from Michael Saylor. He reposted purchases. Look at that. This is every time Michael Saylor's purchased. Excuse me. People are thinking that he's going to buy again. $5 billion potentially tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. This looked AI, but I don't think it is. Look at this. Go to school, find a job, pay off debt, climb the ladder, vacation for 2 weeks out of a whole year, and pay off your mortgage, and then die. We don't want to do that, right? Bitcoin is freedom. Crypto is freedom. Bitcoin is freedom. Crypto is freedom. Does he have any sound? Oh no, I can't do that. What is it? So you guys see, this was during the funeral. Oh my god. What's funny is Trump posts this. Oh man. Absolutely hilarious. Looking to see if there's anything big going on Twitter. Yo, did you see TikTok? TikTok went down today. Did you guys see that? I know Ricky's probably upset about that. Nothing much going on, but yeah, freaking TikTok went down. Not down, but you know, it got banned briefly. All right, guys. This is the play right here. Look at this. Look at this wedge. Look at this wedge right here. I'm going to draw the official drawing. What I think is going to happen here. That's the official drawing right there. Now, is it going to stop there? Was it 106? We still have... That's not even breaking highs right there, but probably something like that's probably going to happen here. Robert said, so bro, I asked you earlier, can you look at, what is that, Dev? I'll pull it up, bro. Nice. You said you bought in at 52 cents? I mean, what do I think? Look at that. Nice little cup. Looks great. So you bought in and you're up 3x right now. What do you think I'm gonna say? What do you think I'm gonna say, bro? Make sure you secure that bag. Maybe potentially some kind of a, I don't know, it looks sloppy, but some kind of a bull flag at some point. What I will say is, oops, I didn't mean to lock that. What I will say about this is it looks like it's found that support at the 0.5. That's at the $1.31. So it looks, I mean, where was I at? So it looks like it found support at the 0.5 right there at the $1.31. So, I mean, it looks good. I would say potentially holding that 131 is going to be pivotal. What I will say when I'm looking at it is it looks like there might be some kind of an M pattern that's formed on here. So I would keep an eye out on that, right? Ricky knows my M patterns usually play out. So I would keep an eye out on that, right? You see the little double top. So 0.5, I would keep an eye. It's at around 131, 132 area right there. So I mean, even let's just say I'm not saying anything, not financial advice, but let's just say you sold somewhere around here, you're up potentially 3x, and then if it drops back down, even if it drops down to the dollar right here where it has some support, you can just reposition yourself, right, and use the same liquidity, or you just hodl. You hodl and you hope for the best. I mean, the trend is still your friend, and you can see. I mean, it's definitely on a nice upward trend. Right, so I mean, this could easily, have that support at the 0.5 and the trend, and just continue to move up. So we'll see. I would say, like I said, keep an eye out at that 130, 131 area, somewhere around there. Hopefully it holds. If it looks like it's breaking below and it's not a quick little, like maybe it drops down to 128 and then it comes right back up. If it's coming down to 128, 125, excuse me. You know it wasn't a good stream until I sneezed. But if it breaks that 130 and it starts coming down to like 125, some of those areas, I would keep an eye out, or I would already probably reposition myself around the 130, like I said. So hopefully you don't have to make that decision and you continue to move up. So Ricky wants to play M versus W pattern. So let's do this. Where, Ricky? So where was it? It was right here, right? Did I get rid of? I got rid of the damn W's in the. So yesterday there was a big debate on the stream, right? I called out an M pattern. Well, Ricky always has to counteract everything I'm doing here, right? We play good cop, bad cop, where I'm the bad cop. And Ricky's gonna be Ricky's the good cop. Meaning, I'm gonna point out bearish stuff, and Ricky's gonna say no. That's actually relook at that. That's not an M pattern. That's a W pattern, right? So, I saw an M or a double top. Ricky was like, nah, bro, I'm seeing a W pattern, and I think he was referring to something like that, right? Which I got to give it to Ricky. Regardless, that is a very ugly W, right? It shot up, right? And if you're wondering, well, who cares what's the difference? Well, M patterns usually point towards the downside, right? So if you have a double top, you're usually going to see that it's going to move towards the down. If you have a double bottom, it usually points towards the upside, and you're going to see movement going towards the upside, right? So the W doesn't look good, Ricky. That's all I'm going to say, but it played out pretty well, all right? Give him his kudos. Cheers. Drinking Shock Top today. It doesn't look good though, bro. The W doesn't look good. I'm just messing with you, bro. But it did play out. And we were talking about this yesterday. Imagine anybody that just bought in around that 24. It actually dropped down to $22 during the stream, and then it has run up to $75 since then. Now, Ricky, what are you seeing here? Ricky, what are we seeing here? Let's see. Remove this. I'm seeing a double top. Potentially an M pattern forming right now. What are you seeing? Let's see. I'll move it out of the way. What are you seeing? Potentially a W pattern forming. Next said Soul seems to pump throughout the evening all the time. Old Crip and Ricky. You got to have that good cop, bad cop, right? You got to have that. Oh, yeah. Let me pull up. So another project, Ricky, we'll come back to that. Another project that I brought up was I've been telling you guys this about this project for the last 6 months. Look at this project. RTR, guys. Look at this project. I'm not going to lie with you guys. I was sick to my stomach. I sold off like last week. I'm not even going to effing lie to you guys. Sick to my stomach, bro. That was like, I'm not going to say life-changing money, but maybe to some other people that was life-changing money right there. I'm talking about some money that I freaking sold off because this thing ran up so far. I mean, it ran up 9x, right? So, I mean, just imagine it did a 9x. So, yeah. But you know what? I'm happy that I'm happy whoever made the money in there. Let's see here. T said sold to 1,000 by the end of the bull run. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm calling for like a 500 or 600 is what I'm calling for. But 1,000, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Ricky. RTR though, guys, up 500%. That's a 10x. I'm sorry, that was a 10x just from yesterday. Technically, it's like a 12x from where I bought in at. Hurts. It hurts. Next said, am I right in thinking the next bull run is when Solana's price peaks? The end of the bull run is when Solana price peaks. I mean, usually what you'll see is usually, right? We're in some different times, but usually you'll see like the bigger cap projects, alts will run first. It won't be the top of the market, right? So you'll see like Solana, Ethereum, probably XRP running, and then you'll see it trickle into smaller caps. Memes will run. That usually is going to be towards the end, and then you're going to see DeFi probably go crazier than it already is, and that's pretty much the same. Amor, did RTR get listed on CDC? I don't think so, bro. Wait, on crypto.com? You said Binance earlier. Nah, I don't think it didn't get listed on crypto.com yet. Not from what I'm seeing. It's just pumping because it's an alternate Trump project, right? They've been steady on Trump. So oh, Robert, yeah, I looked we brought your project up, bro. We brought it up. It's actually still here. Look. I said just keep an eye out. $1.32 right at the 0.5 is where you have some support. So just keep an eye out. The only reason why I said that is because you're up 3x right now, right? You know, I'm always preaching secure in the bag. You won't go broke making profit, right? So I'm always preaching secure the bag, not financial advice. But what I'm getting to is, you know, you got to just keep an eye out. If it stays above this 130, you'll probably continue to move up. But if it starts breaking that 130, that's breaking the trend, it probably is going to come down. You have, you know, some other levels, particularly the 618 or the 786, which is, you know, breaking below that dollar. So you don't want to give up these gains. Keep an eye out at $1.30. If it breaks below that $1.30, like 125, I would probably, most likely, if it was me, my personal opinion, not financial advice, is I would probably sell off and reposition myself, because you're up, a good amount right now. So, not saying to sell right now. I'm just saying keep an eye out. 130 seems to be the support level, but it's hitting its head at the 382 right now, which is around the 160, 159 area. So. What's going on, Gina? Amor said if it's true that Coinbase and Binance is about to list it, buy the hell out of it when it crashes hard. It's already been listed on Binance, Amor, is what Next said, and I believe that is true. It's already been listed on Binance? Remember yesterday... Remember, I called this. It is. Yeah, it already is listed on Binance, bro. So we called this out yesterday. Remember, I said, guys, listen. I said that it was running and it already was listed. At the time of the recording yesterday, Crypto.com was the latest to have it listed. Binance wasn't listed yet. It was like KuCoin, BitGet, Bybit, I think Mexi and Crypto.com, right, at the time of the recording yesterday. Now you can see Binance has listed the project. That's what I'm saying. Listen, CoffeeZilla is he's gonna come back. He's gonna have to eat his words. And unfortunately, what happens is that I think he doesn't like Trump. And I respect it. It is what it is. But they get emotional about it, right? So he posts a video immediately. He said he had just woken up, and he posts a video, and you can see he looked like it just didn't look normal to him. Like normally he's real collective, he's confident, he's talking, he's got all this data to back it up. He just kept saying, I don't know, referring to other celebrity projects that have been, that have been launched. And it's like, I'm looking at him like, bro, this is a freaking president. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know how much he has to lose? I don't think it would be the worst move in the world for that to happen, right? And he said, he's like, if I'm wrong, I'll come back and, I'll make another video or whatever the case is. And I told yesterday when we watched the video on live, I said, he's going to come back and he's going to be eating his words, right? I respect the guy. He does really well. But I think this time around, he let his emotions take over, right? We don't do that in trading. Even though he's not trading, I'm saying we don't do that in trading. He let his emotions come out. He posted that video, and now people are watching the video like, the hell is this guy? I mean, people are probably going to lose respect for him. He posted a video, and the project was at $13. He woke up feeling like shit, saying the project was at $70. And now it's listed on Binance. You think that Binance is going to list a project that's going to be rug pulled? You have to meet certain standards, and everything has to be completely in line in regards to the project. They cannot list something and then the project get rug pulled, So, and look at this, 42% bullish, 58% bearish. These are all people that probably lost. Not only in that lost, like they didn't buy in. They're pissed, but they also probably voted for the other person, and they're seeing all this winning happening, and they're just upset. So, Next Level said people are saying crazy things like Trump coin hidden over 100 billion market cap. What would that mean for Sol? So I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Now that the project has reached over to, it's still a Solana-based project, right? So it's still going to do very well for Solana. But as of yesterday, before a lot of these exchanges, you could only swap on Solana. So people were forced to buy Solana to swap to the project. Now, what you're having is you have these exchanges, probably they've already bought a massive amount through OTC, right? Straight from the project makers, they buy it OTC. So they probably already bought the project OTC, and they're selling it to their users, right? So a lot of these people aren't having to buy Solana anymore to get into the project. So I'm not saying it's like we're not going to see positive movement because of, the project, but I don't think it moved the needle yesterday to all-time highs. I don't think we're going to jump up to $400 now just because of the Trump coin, right? I think we saw the brunt of majority of that pump coming from yesterday, people having to buy through the swaps, right? And if they did, we always preach buying through the swaps regardless, because you're going to save on fees. But anybody that bought through the swaps yesterday before it got dropped on any of these central exchanges are all the ones that are in profit right now, so. Moore said, I don't care if there's a Biden or Harris coin. I don't care for either, but if it makes me millionaires, best believe I'm buying it. And that's exactly what I said about the election. Remember when we were talking about the election before we knew anyone that won? I said, listen, I'm not going to get political or anything like that. I was like, honestly, what I'm rooting for through like crypto related is whoever gets in the office is pro crypto. That's what I'm saying, right? I'm not going to jump in the rabbit hole and but the policies and that. I'm not getting into that. I was like, all I'm worried about is as far as a crypto related, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I have my own views behind everything else, but crypto related, I was saying I would be beneficial if both parties were pro crypto. But we know that most likely Trump's going to stand by his word for being very pro crypto. The other party has proven to us, right? Because I think a lot of people are like, well, it's like they were trying to state Harris's campaign was that we were changing the page on what she's literally the vice president for like 5 more hours, right? So her and Biden have been in office, and we've seen what her goons have done. Dirty Gary, they've done nothing but attack crypto, right? So we've seen what they're gonna do, right? So she tried to flip like she was pro crypto slightly like at the end, because I think she was just seeing what was going on with all the support behind Trump because of it, but it was too late. And at the end of the day, you can see with actions on what they've done, right? So Robert said, so you voted for my man Trump. I mean, bro, listen, I don't get political, right? I don't get political just because, like I said, I both sides get so emotional about everything, right? So they're like, oh, I'm not going to watch him because he voted for Harris, or I'm not going to watch him because he voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather keep it, I'd rather keep it to myself. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Trump won. It doesn't matter who I voted for. Right? Gina said, what about other coins like Elon and Trump's Sun coin? Are they real or not? Let's go look at them. So right now we got a lot of things going on. Look, bro. Damn, wait. Okay. Wait, did I buy it? Oh, yeah, that's right. It did pump. I sold off. I was like, wait, is this thing shot up like crazy? Bro, couple things on this. Like, just this project alone. This thing is boosted 30,000. Do you know how much it costs to boost? Look right now. If you want to boost it 500, it's $4,000, right? $4,000 to boost this project, right? It's up 40,000, meaning it's up 9x from that 500. So 9 times 4,000 is what they paid to just boost the project, right? What does that come out to? $36,000, right? 9 times 5. You're talking about $40K. They've invested just to boost the project. Look at the volume. $600 million in volume right now. Absolutely insane. Is this project real? I mean, I'm not going to tell you that it's not. I mean, I would imagine if they were going to probably do something malicious, it probably would have happened up around these areas, right? So, I mean, you have locked liquidity. Market cap's at around 80 million. You see massive volume and a lot of people trading this project. So I would probably mark this, and they're running ads right now too, on top of the 40,000 they invested in the boost. So I would probably mark this one as real. What was the other one that you were saying? Trump's son? Oh, Barron, the official Barron. I would be a little cautious. I mean, they're running a lot of boosts on this one as well. You know, the numbers check out as far as it being $18 million market cap. It's locked liquidity at around $1.5 million volume, $260 million in volume. So, I mean, these projects to me, they just look like they're not officially by these people, but, you know, they're there. You know, they're there. So, what I would say is, you know, just be cautious with them. But as far as like, I mean, they've been out for 20 hours, right? So if anything was going to happen maliciously, like a rug pull, it probably would have happened when the project was probably up at like $70 million market cap, you know? So it has retraced a lot since then, or somewhat, but I would probably mark it as safe, in my opinion. And then, oh yeah, we already looked at this official Elon. But I would be very cautious because there are a lot of fakes out there right now. There's a lot of fakes out there for sure. So definitely be cautious with all that. Next said, I've never witnessed an inauguration before. What happens? Oh, you don't live in the United States. They just basically, it's like a big ceremony, and they basically, I mean, they sign him into office, right? They do it for every president. They just sign him into office. I'm sure it happens in your country as well. Tim came in and said, what about Vitalik support from Milady Coin? We covered it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's dope. You know, definitely bringing a lot of attention to the project, right? So I'm definitely happy about that. Rosal said he does not give a shit who I voted for. I appreciate that, bro. It really doesn't matter, right? It really doesn't matter. I think if you're really, and no one was asking me, but I think if you have to ask somebody like, who did you vote for? You're kind of looking to start a problem with somebody, right? It's like we're all human. If you live in the States, we're all, you know, at the same time, we're all Americans here. I don't give a shit if you were born in another country. If you're an American citizen, you're American, right? You pay taxes, you're American. If you're contributing to society, you're American, right? And you guys know how it goes. Trump wins this time. Probably the next time you're going to have, you know, someone far left win. It just keeps it. That's how it's all set up. It's like the pendulum just sways back and forth, right? And it seems messed up, but it kind of keeps it balanced, right? Because you have on both sides, right? And there's no way you're going to sit there and fight with somebody on the other side, whether they be left or right. If they're right and you're wrong, or if you're right and they're wrong, you're not going to see eye and eye with most people, right? So look at this. Bitcoin's running. As I'm sitting here, you guys are getting me talking about politics. Bitcoin's running. Look at that. Look at that wedge playing out. Bro, I've been painting out these wedges, and they've been freaking playing out really well. They really have. Look at this. Beautiful wedge. Broke the trend for right now. Bitcoin right now is at 105.7. And I said this at the beginning of the stream. I'm anticipating as we get later into the evening time on Sunday, I'm anticipating we're probably going to see some all-time highs breaking, guys, in my opinion. So, this thing's running right now. I have a long open up for, hell yes. I have a long open up for XRP. I just looked at it. Opened up at $3.10. And we're at 321. Nice! Let me, make sure my screen's not showing and jump in. I don't have my crypto. I have it through a different wallet, not my Phantom, so you guys can't see. I can't bring it on here. My leverage trading only on Phantom. I can bring it up. I don't have anything open on Phantom right now, but I will relay the message and tell you guys that I am currently. Hold on here. Damn, how is that possible? Hold on. Want to see what I'm up right now. My XRP long, I am currently up 48% right now, guys. Nice. 48% right now. Definitely looking nice. 49.4. I'm up. Hell yeah. So doesn't look bad. Robert said, wow. Oh, well, hold on. Next asks, are you going to be streaming during the inauguration? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We streamed during the last political thing, and there was the chat kind of got a little bit a little hostile, right? So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be political whatsoever. I just want us to talk about crypto. So Robert said, wow, this stream started and Milady was at 27. Now it's at 35. I mean, come on, bro. You don't ever doubt the no FUD. Don't ever, like, the no FUD. You know, it happens. But you start streaming and shit starts pumping. Gina said, can you check when? Check when. Went on a nice little run. It looks like it broke that. It ate that zero, but it has retraced slightly for right now. So, I mean, everything's still in play. You're kind of still sitting below the 786 right now. You're at that 97, but I mean, it looks like it's trying to come alive, Gina. It looks like it's trying to come alive. So, and we might see. I mean, this is sloppy, but you might see maybe a slight little W pattern right there on win. So maybe the W pattern for the win, right? For the win. Get it? Just be patient. Next said, imagine if Solana goes to 500 tomorrow. That would probably be the most epic pump in the world. I'm probably going to open up a long on Solana here soon. I'm debating to see where it's going to retrace right now. Bitcoin, look at this. Look at that. Bitcoin just broke 106. 106, guys. Remember, our local high is 105.9 right now, right? Our local, not all-time high, but our local high we ran up to is about 105. Look at that. Robert said, nice, 49 point, and I'm sure it's probably up now. What's XRP? Yeah, it's up. It's probably up now, so. Oops. Gina has to pull up Mog. I didn't realize. You see that W pattern that we talked about? It actually played out. We never came back. So, I mean, Mog isn't doing bad. You know, it has retraced from hitting its head at the 236. Right here, Gina, you can see at around that 31 mark, it literally hit its head at the 236. Just giving us confirmation it's not ready to freaking blast off yet, right? So, it looks like you have support at the 618. Right now, but you're trading between the 0.5 and the 618 right now, consolidating. So I wouldn't be surprised, Gina, at some point this thing is going to end up just getting back on track and start running. You know, Mog, the last time it was bouncing at these levels, right here, look what it did. It made all-time highs, right? So, I mean, you can see we're back at these levels. You could be shooting up towards all-time highs here soon. So, Old, I would like to voice my political opinion. Oh, gosh. I mean, I hear you, old. I hear you, bro. Next said, what's your prediction on Solana for the next month or so? Next is so, like, bullish on Solana. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's the next month or so. So much can happen in the market, right? As far as just anything. So all I can say is, as long as Bitcoin continues to run and we continue to build confidence in the market, Solana will continue to run, in my opinion. So. Tim asked about the photo of, you're talking about for Ethereum's founder, Vitalik, on Milady. I think he's just showing support because Milady is an Ethereum-based project, right? So I think he is just showing support. I think he's doing that because of everything that's going on with Solana. He's kind of throwing his support behind stuff, obviously, that's trading on the Ethereum network, like Milady. So. You're good, Ricky. Carlos said, secure the bag. I agree with him. Maybe not just yet, but secure that bag. Ricky, Bitcoin's breaking out, bro. I'm keeping an eye out on XRP because I have a long open. Look at this potential W pattern that's forming on XRP as well, on top of a bull flag. Should have bought Fartcoin, guys. Should have bought Fartcoin. Ricky said, I would like to not voice my political opinion. Where's Flip at? Where's Flip? Flip, you here? You watching in the shadow? Come on out, bro. We're all family here. Where are you at, buddy? Show your face. Where are you at, Flip? Flip's like, we got the inauguration and stuff coming out tomorrow. He's like, I'm not even going to get on stream anymore for right now. Let me know when it's over with. All right, now we are currently up 54.3% on our XRP long. We're currently up, guys. Well, listen, guys. I hear my daughter right outside. So I'm going to go spend some family time with her. Robert said, come on, XRP. There we go. Let's go, XRP. Listen, guys. Tomorrow, big day. We are going to be streaming, right? What we're going to do is we're probably going to stream around noontime. We'll probably stream around 11 going into the inauguration. Well, you know what I'm saying? We'll be here because I'm sure the markets are going to be fluctuating like crazy. So make sure you guys are just to have your popcorn ready. You won't have shit going on tomorrow, right? Don't tell me, oh, crap, I'm at work. Tell your boss you got to take off, all right? I'm just kidding. But we're going to be back here tomorrow at around 11:30, somewhere around there. We're going to be streaming it all. Not necessarily focus on the inauguration, but really seeing how the markets are reacting, right? So with that being said, guys, hopefully we see a good night tonight as far as the markets. I think we're probably gonna see continuation of the markets moving up. Hopefully XRP will break out to like $5. Definitely want to see that happen with my long open. And I hope all your portfolios turn into the green. I really do, guys. I hope everything works out. If your positions aren't moving right now, not financial advice, but just have patience. Have patience. We're going to see some big things in front of us, guys. So, but with that being said, guys, be safe out there. If anything, I'll be in the chat in the Discord, so hit me up there. You guys have a great Sunday. All right, and if anything changes with the market, like if something crazy, if we break all-time highs, we might end up coming back live. All right, so maybe this won't be the last time I talk to you guys today, all right? But we'll see how it plays out. But other than that, guys, be safe out there. I thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Sunday. I will see you guys maybe later, if not tomorrow. All right, guys? All right, see ya.